Do you know what kills more people than disease is not hunger, it's not accidents, it's worry. Worry slowly destroys your health. Worry ruins your relationships. Worry suffocates your dreams. And worst of all, it makes you die slowly while you're still alive. But here's what most people don't realize. Most of the things you worry about are completely out of your control. You cannot control whether it will rain tomorrow. You cannot control whether someone will love you. You cannot control what will happen in the future. So why are you spending your entire life worrying about them? This is the story of a man who learned that lesson the hard way. In a small village by the river, there lived a man named Thomas. Thomas was a good man. He had a family, a farm, a life that seemed good enough to anyone looking from the outside. But there was one problem. Thomas worried about everything. Every morning he went to his fields, not to enjoy, but to worry. He worried about too much rain, ruining his crops. He worried about no rain, destroying the harvest. He worried about his health, imagining all kinds of diseases. He worried about his children, afraid they would fail or leave him. He worried about the future, about things that had not even happened. And slowly, Thomas stopped living. He was only existing in fear. Even when his son got a great opportunity, he didn't feel joy, he worried. When his daughter got married, he didn't feel happy, he worried. Even when the harvest was good, he wasn't grateful, he worried about next year. Worry stole all his joy. It also stole his health. Thomas couldn't sleep. His heart raced. His body grew weaker. Until one day, he collapsed in the middle of his field. The doctor said clearly, "If you don't stop worrying, you will die." But how do you stop worrying when it has become your whole life? His wife invited a pastor, and the man asked Thomas just one question. Of all the things you have worried about, how many of them actually happened? Thomas was silent. He thought, and then he realized something shocking. Almost none of them happened. He had worried hundreds of times about his crops, but they were always fine. He worried about his health, but he was still alive. He worried his children would leave, but they still loved him and came back. All those years, all those sleepless nights, he had traded his peace for fears that were never real. And then the pastor said, "You've been trying to do God's job." That moment changed everything. Thomas realized he cannot control the future. He cannot control everything that happens. Yet he had been trying to do exactly that every single day. And it was destroying him. So he made a decision. He would let go. He would still work hard, still love his family, still do his best. But the outcome, he would leave to God. Every time worry appeared, he told himself, "This is not my responsibility." At first, it was hard, but day by day, something changed. He slept better, his health improved, his smile came back. His family said, "You've changed." Then one day, something bad actually happened. A storm destroyed the crops. But this time, Thomas did not panic. He did what he could. He helped others. And he said, "I have done my part. The rest is in God's hands." And he was still at peace. This is what you need to understand. You are carrying a burden that is not yours. You are worrying about things you cannot control, and it is silently destroying you. So do this right now. Think of one thing you are worrying about. Ask yourself, can I control this? If yes, take action. If not, let it go. Say, "God, I give this to you," and then release it. Because when you stop worrying, you don't just live better, you finally start living.